Welcome to the Pharmacist Voice podcast, where we talk about pharmacy topics like drug pronunciations. I am your host and Ohio pharmacist, Kim Newlove. My website is thepharmacistvoice.com. This is episode 292, and we're talking about Alprazolam today. Alprazolam is a benzodiazepine, or benzo for short. We don't cover pharmacology here, we just stick to the pronunciations. The generic name is Alprazolam, and the brand name is ZAN-aks. Just a quick announcement before we dive into the breakdown of the pronunciations. I just wanted to let you know there's a method to my madness. I am trying to cover all the letters of the alphabet in this series, either with the brand name drug or the generic. I am on episode 37 in this series, and this episode checks the box for the letter X, of course. X is for ZAN-aks. I believe I only have 3 letters left to cover. They are U, J, and Y. U, J, and Y. I'm thinking I'll do Y for Yasmin, J for Januvia, and U for umeclidinium bromide. That ends the announcement. Let's get started with the pronunciation and breakdown of Alprazolam. Alprazolam has 4 syllables. Al, like Alabama. Pra, like practice. Practice makes perfect, right? The next syllable, Z-O-E, is tricky. Most people say Z, which incorporates the schwa A sound, Instead of saying an O sound, we say The USP Dictionary Online says that this syllable is pronounced zo. Zo like toe. Zo rhymes with toe. But in my experience in the pharmacy world for like almost 3 decades now, I have known this syllable to be pronounced za. Za like duh, or za like, that's how we say pizza sometimes, za. And then the last syllable is easy, it is lamb, as in a young sheep, lamb. Put all 4 syllables together and you get Alprazolam. Emphasize pra. See if you can hear that emphasis when I say it again. Alprazolam. Alprazolam. As I mentioned just a minute ago, I found the pronunciation of Alprazolam in the USP Dictionary Online. That is my go-to reference, my go-to resource for generic drug name pronunciations. They don't have the brand name pronunciations, just the generics. And I will put a link to that dictionary in the show notes on thepharmacistvoice.com. I would say that, in case you're confused about how to say this, I say Alprazolam. If you say Alprazolam or Alprazolam fast enough, it sounds like Alprazolam. Let me do it for you slowly. Alprazolam. Alprazolam. Either way is technically correct. Don't overthink this one, just say Alprazolam. Next, let's go over the pronunciation of ZAN-aks, the brand name ZAN-aks. This one only has 2 syllables. Zan, which rhymes with San, as in San Francisco, and axe, which is a tool used to chop wood. Axe. Put both syllables together and you get ZAN-aks. Emphasize Zan. See if you can hear that emphasis when I say it again. ZAN-aks. That checks the box for the letter X. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me to learn how to say Alprazolam and ZAN-aks. To find the show notes for this episode, go to thepharmacistvoice.com, click the podcast tab, and find episode 292. In the show notes, you'll find the written pronunciations for both drug names, ZAN-aks and Alprazolam, links to the other 36 episodes in my drug name pronunciation series, my social media links, and more. LinkedIn is my absolute favorite. Go ahead and reach out there and let's connect. If you are looking for a medical narrator for a voiceover project, I can help you out. Go to thepharmacistvoice.com, hit the contact tab, and leave me a message. If you know someone who would like to learn how to say Alprazolam or ZAN-aks, please share this episode with them. And if you like this podcast, come on back, subscribe to or follow the Pharmacist Voice podcast on your favorite podcast player and YouTube to get each new episode right when it comes out. Thanks for listening today. I will talk to you next Friday.